All right, so before we start with our PTips analysis deconstructed, we have to talk about the disclaimers, okay? Because in PTips, we are going to be talking about Forex technical analysis, okay? Now, Forex is an investment product that is traded on margin, and therefore it is considered a high-risk trading product or instrument, okay? Now, what we're trying to do here is to provide in-depth analysis provided by our third-party professionals, hopefully to be able to help you become a smarter trader, okay? So you can utilize the analysis that's available to use on top of your own analysis, okay? All right, so let's actually just get into the main topic of today, which is our technical analysis. Let's start with EURUSD, okay? So EURUSD D1, what does it say? EURUSD time frame D1, RSI below 50. All right, the bands, price between lower bands, so the note claims it's bear. All right, let's take a look. Usually if RSI is coming from the top and goes below 50, it's more bearish momentum. Okay, so most people use this as a potential sell signal. Now, if prices are between the lower bands of the Bollinger Bands, it is also more of a confirmation of the trend. Potentially the trend is going to be more bearish. Okay, all right, so it does seem like on D1, it's informing us that it's bear. Okay, now, something that you have to be very careful about, okay, is the potential of the support and resistance levels, okay? So let's say if you were to do bear, okay, maybe right at this location at 1.07, okay, that probably could be your take profit point, okay? Now, unless the prices do break below, then more strong bearish, stronger bearish momentum will continue, okay? All right, so let's take a look. H4. Usually if like all your three time frames, D1, H4, H1 gives you the same signals, okay, then the signals are considered more accurate. If anything, if all three time frames are giving you mixed information, then most likely the market is very mixed and the signals are going to be a bit weaker. Okay, now just a kind reminder, we're not providing any signals here. We're basically just deconstructing the analysis provided by our third-party providers. Okay, here on PTips. All right, so H4, RSI is at 50. Bands, price within 1.0 deviation bands. So the note is mixed market and it's bear. Okay. I can understand why it says mixed because RSI is right at 50. Okay. And moreover, take a look at the Bollinger Bands. It's very parallel. That means that the market is very confused right now. Okay. Usually when it's so parallel like this, there's no strong trend happening. If you want to trade, you would probably want to trade within the 1.0 deviation bands. Okay, so basically if prices are on the top, you do a sell, and then you utilize the bottom as a potential of your take profit point. Now, another method is to wait until the price breaks below the MA20, and then you do the sell and use the bottom as your take profit point for extra confirmation. Okay. All right. So let's see. On the 4 hours is a bit unique. Okay. You see, this used to be the bullish trend line, but you do see that the prices it broke below. Okay. So essentially, this could indicate it's not following the bullish trend. Okay. So with that information that we know, okay, we will know that the prices are actually bouncing up and down in between the 1.0 deviations. Okay. All right. So that's something that I would recommend if you do want to trade within the 1.0 deviations. Let's take a look at H1. Okay. H1, it says RSI at 50. Okay, bands, price within 1.0 deviation, price above MA20. So the note is bull. Okay, I am not too sure. Let's take a look. Okay, H1. Is it bullish? Okay, so that would have actually been our previous trend line. Okay, prices broke below. Okay, so you see it's once the prices break below, it's going to cause something called this, which is more of a consolidation pricing. Okay, so technically it's going to be a parallel market. Okay, or what a lot of people call a horizontal market, where prices are just going to be bouncing up and down. Okay, so overall, is it bullish? I'm not too sure. Okay, but based on the Bollinger Bands, you can't see a bearish sign because the MA20 is moving upwards. All of your lower bands are pointing upwards. It's causing a Bollinger squeeze, if anything. Okay, but because a squeeze is happening, everything is pointing upwards. Your RSI is right at the middle. It is going to be a bit more of a confusion state. Okay, so same tip. If any trades are going to happen, I think most likely you want to utilize your support resistance, okay, and trade within the support resistances. If you want to take lower risk, trade within the Bollinger Bands 1.0 deviation. Okay, so sell and then utilize the lower band as your take profit. If you're doing a buy, use the top band as your take profit. Okay, but that's not going to gain too much traction. Okay, but that's how you can actually maneuver and play some trades in a parallel market. Okay. All right, so now moving on to our next instrument, silver. Okay, so just a reminder, okay? Every single day, you guys can actually get the PTips analysis free directly on our social media, okay? So if you have not followed us on FB, which is Facebook, or Meta now, okay, our X, Instagram, okay, then do so now, right? Because then you can actually get firsthand information of our promotions, of the news summaries, and also, the most importantly, the PTips analysis, okay? So you can actually see it on a daily basis. All right, now you can get the full package of the PTips analysis sent directly to your email on a daily basis, and I'll share how you can do that here at PT Fintech in a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at silver. D1. RSI is at 20. The band's price broke above 1.0 deviation. Lower band, yeah, prices broke above. Okay, so it's ranging and it's a bear market. Okay, so I can see that the bear market is there. If anything, there is more of a bearish channel, okay, that is occurring. So usually when a bear channel or a bull channel happens, it's a indication of a potential trend. Okay, it could be quite strong of a trend. That's why channels occur. Okay, usually respect the channel. Okay, so now let's see. It says ranging and it's in a bear market. Okay, so yeah, I'm not too sure. If anything, I would be trading within my channel, okay? But yeah, it does seem bear could be a stronger uh yeah, stronger trend overall, okay? But utilize the channel as your take profit and stop loss points, okay? So if you were to actually do a sell, okay, make sure that the prices are below the MA20. Okay, so like right now you can either enter buy, but then buy you're trading against the trend. If anything, you better follow the trend for potentially more accuracy. Okay, and then you could probably be bouncing up and down in the bearish channel. Okay, all right. Now, one other thing that you should watch out for is this. You see, overall, we're still more on a bullish trend on the long run, okay? But you do notice, you see, the prices they broke below our bullish trend line, okay? And it's following along with our bullish trend line. So a very important key location is at this crisscross. Okay, if prices break above it, then potentially more bull momentum. If prices keep on bouncing up and down and it does not break above this X, okay, this cross, then it's going to continue to respect the bear trend, okay? All right, so let's take a look at H4, see what type of data it gives us. H4, RSI is at 20, is at 50, and it's pointing upwards. All right, so potentially more buyers are starting to get in some action. Now, band, price trading within 1.0 deviation bands, ranging. Okay. I can tell it's potentially ranging, okay? But overall, on the trend side of things, it's bullish, okay? Now, since prices are on top of the top bands, potentially there's a stronger momentum for buyers, okay? Especially the RSI's on top, above 50 as well, pointing upwards above 50. So there may be more buyers here, okay? So if we're gonna jump into a buy, do be very careful, okay? Utilize the top channel as our resistance, okay? The bear channel top as our resistance, okay? All right. Perfect. So now let's take a look at H1, see what type of data we can find. Okay, so based on H1, what do we see? Okay, H1, RSI is at 50. It's actually above 50. Okay, so potentially more bullish trend is happening. And then the bands, price between 1.0 deviation, it's actually broken above the 1.0 deviation. So potentially more bullish momentum is occurring. So price trade to trade within 1.0 deviation. It has been trading within the 1.0 deviation. Finally, it broke above. So there's a likely chance it's going to trade within this area, okay, the top bands. So it's more of a bullish signal now for H1 on silver, okay? All right. Now, let's actually jump on to our most important instrument that everyone has been waiting for, gold. Okay, so for gold, what do we see? Okay, so before we jump into gold, let me actually just inform you guys how everyone can actually get access to all of the PTips analysis directly sent to your email. As long as you have an account here with PT Fintech and have $5,000 in deposit or more, okay, you're automatically upgraded to a VIP status. As a VIP status, you will automatically be enrolled to get the full package of PTips for free on your email, okay? All right, so with that being said, let's actually move on and take a look at gold. Gold, PTips says on D1, RSI is around 50. Bands, price within 1.0 deviation bands. So overall, in a bear channel, okay, in a bear channel, bull if price breaks above MA20. Okay, so you see, price did sort of break above MA20. We don't have the full body on top yet. Okay, so potentially there's a reversal in the trend now. So let's take a look. Great. So this is basically a bearish channel. So you see, if prices break above the MA20, there could be a bit more bullish momentum, but still it's within the bear channel. So be very careful of that, okay? Now, as long as prices are bouncing up and down in the bearish channel, I would highly recommend that you guys utilize the channel as your support and resistance, which means use it as your take profit and stop loss points. Okay, it's very important that you do watch out for that. Now, overall, the trend we're looking at MA20 is pointing downwards, so it's confirming the bear channel. All right. So short-term momentum could be more buyers, but I think we will have to check out 4 hours or H4. Let's see. Okay, H4, RSI is above 50. Okay, so potentially more of a bullish sign. Bands price between 1.0 deviation, and prices are above MA20. It's actually now the price broke above, so it's trading on the top bands. So right now it does indicate more of a bullish trend. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, all right, now H1. Let's take a look. H1 claims a RSI is above 50. Aha, look, it's like 65, near 70. So much more buyers are actually in the market. Okay. Now the band, price within 1.0 deviation bands, price above MA20. Okay. All right. So let's see. I see more of a Bollinger squeeze happening. Okay. But based on the RSI, a lot of people will be trading based on this right now, and there will be a lot more buyers. Okay, so I do think there could be more confidence in buying, in buy power. Okay, all right. So I guess one of the things that you have to watch out for on the buy, okay, is actually to utilize this as a confirmation. Okay, which is the previous resistances. If the prices do break above this resistance, then you can be quite confident to start buying. Okay, and then potentially it's going to go all the way up and touch the top channel resistance, the bear channel resistance. Okay, so that's potentially what's going to happen with gold. All right, well, that's pretty much it for today. So now I'm going to give you guys a quick reminder about our June's event. Okay, so if you have not done so yet, you probably want to do that right now. Okay, go on our FB, go on our Instagram, follow us, like this specific post that I am showing you guys now, and at 2 friends in the comments below. Okay, so in the comments below, at 2 friends, in the comments here, at 2 friends, and then your account will automatically be enrolled in our June's Lucky Draw event. Okay, our draw for this whole event is a total prize pool of $10,000. So good luck to you all. Okay, and I hope that you could be the lucky winner from our lucky draw. All right, well, see you guys next Monday and Wednesday.